Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs. Welcome back to Pix Plays Minecraft, and I've been out at the mesa collecting some materials for the Nether Hub. Everything is just loading in because I've literally just loaded up the game again, and I've noticed there's a village out here, and it's kind of awesome. It's one of those villages that's generated in the middle of water, and there's a massive ravine down here and everything, and I just wanted to check if there are any inhabitants still alive, and I think there are. There's some chickens up there on the roof looking cool. So I think these guys are pretty much going to be safe from any zombie sieges that happen. So that's really cool. I just wanted to hop up here and make sure the houses are well lit enough. I think these ones usually are, but there's a couple of the house designs that occasionally spawn zombies in because they have dark spaces. There's a blacksmith right here. I haven't even touched this place. I haven't raided it or anything. Is it these? I think it's these like T-shaped ones. Sometimes just have issues with zombie spawns. So I'm going to quickly head up here, make sure these two fellas, yeah, look at this. This isn't adequate lighting for a house to protect it from zombies. So I may have just released that guy into the wild, which is a bit of a mistake, but hopefully when it gets to being dark enough, he'll want to come back into this place and relax. Yeah, you probably need to get back in there, mate, to be honest. Go on, up the yellow stairs. Up the weird yellow stairs I've made for you. Can hear them triggering all the pressure plates in there. Dude, please just get in the house. Get in the house I've made available for you. Or do you really want to get up in there? I have no idea what your desires are at this point. Better close that just in case the other guy decides to come out too, actually. Right, you're a liability. You're probably not going to last the night, so I think what I'm going to do is box him in, if I can, which is always easier said than done, but hopefully we'll be able to do that quickly here, just to make sure that he doesn't get ate by zombies or anything like that. That's probably the plan, because yeah, I'm doing some work over at the mesa, clearing out all these materials, and I noticed the village was loaded in. I didn't want any of them to get eaten, because I'll probably come back here and do some cool stuff another time, because I've really wanted to develop one of these like waterlogged villages and make it look like a community that's grown up inside one of these kind of swampy areas. Oh, this isn't really a swamp, but you know what I mean. Ow! Get away! All these spiders harassing me in the middle of the night. But I've wanted to find a village like that for a while, make it look like it's been flooded, but they've found a way to survive that and thrive in that environment. So putting little low bridges and kind of pontoons and stuff around the place, I thought that would be a cool project. So just wanted to make sure there was some villagers going to be around by the time I get around to doing that. Because out here in the mesa, it's pretty far away. It's like, yeah, it's 3,000 blocks away. I was trying to find the portal to this place in the nether, and I was like, where on earth is it? Turns out, quite a distance. But today, I'm just going to be gathering some materials, because I want to chat to you guys about a bit of stuff, and then hopefully I'll be able to show you some work on the Nether Hub. I've done virtually nothing since the last episode, because I've been busy with my other servers, but I wanted to do some work on that, and then bring you guys back in so you could see the fruits of our labours. And you'll notice that I'm harvesting mesa materials because they're warm colours, and a lot of people really like the idea of making the Nether Hub kind of nether themed in a way. Instead of just having netherrack and stuff around the place, or completely, boxing everything in with cobble and just making it like a room, I thought I would do something themed around fire and maybe even some of the nether mobs like ghasts and pigmen and stuff, except obviously we want to make sure that it's going to be a safe space for me to travel. The other thing about making a Nether Hub for myself, as opposed to making a Nether Hub for a server, is that I will know where everything is, and I can leave stuff like lava around if I want to. I could use lava for lighting and so forth, and not have to worry about other people kind of blindly wandering into it and getting themselves in a spot of bother, because one of the key things about building a Nether Hub is making it safe for everyone, and I get a little bit fastidious about baby-proofing stuff. I tend to make sure that my builds don't have anywhere that somebody could just like drop off if they were climbing on it and that kind of thing. I want to have rails on all of my staircases. I want to shoot this skeleton, please. Thank you. I want to make sure that all my my staircases have rails, and anything that's got fire in it is like well protected. Anything that's got lava in it doesn't have the risk of anybody, burning to death. So basically, I don't have that restriction in my single player world because I'm the only one playing in it, so it makes sense that I can kind of do a little bit more about what I want. So I'll put some lava in, I'll put a couple of things like that, maybe a bit more fire and stuff. I can make it a little bit more Nether themed with confidence that I'm not going to run into fire or lava on my own, and if I do, well, let's face it, it's my own fault, isn't it? So today I wanted to talk to you guys about Thanksgiving, and I suppose more specifically being thankful. Given that I'm English, I don't necessarily have a holiday tradition around Thanksgiving, but I've got an American family because my wife is American, so I've kind of been co-opted into the Thanksgiving tradition, and I know a lot of my viewers may not be from the USA, so it may not necessarily be something that you celebrate, but I think regardless of whether or not it's part of your country's tradition or whether it's part of, a tradition you believe in, given that Thanksgiving kind of sometimes has some controversial discussion around its origins, I think being thankful for stuff is very, very important. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the stuff that I am thankful for personally, because I think it's a good thing to do. I feel like it's nice to spread positive vibes that way, and it's definitely something that I want to share with you guys, considering that I'm here talking to you for a little while whilst I harvest materials. So this year, I've been thankful for an awful lot of things. My YouTube anniversary was last week, and I didn't really bring it up in the single-player episode. I kind of forgot to talk about it, and I sort of realised that it was my YouTube anniversary halfway through editing the Q&A video from Decidedly Vanilla, when I was swimming around in the Nameless Ruin. But yeah, my YouTube anniversary came up. It's been a year since I started making YouTube videos on this channel. The actual date on the channel page, on the About page, is something like November 15th, but then I uploaded my first video on, I think, November 17th or 18th or something like that. So it's been like a year and a week now, and I am amazed at how far this channel has got, how big this community has become in such a short time. So that's something I have to be thankful for. Not many people get a chance to grow their community this fast, and I've been so happy to get so many new subscribers, so many new people to talk to in the comments of my videos. It's been an absolute dream. So I really want to thank everyone who's been involved with that, everyone from Kane83, who kind of got me started in Minecraft on a PC in the first place, to OMG Chad, who obviously gave me the shout out that meant a lot of my community members are here, to everybody who's thought of clicking the subscribe button, has ever commented or liked on one of my videos, or even just watched them. I will always be thankful for you guys. You're absolutely fantastic, and I don't think I would quit doing this without you guys, but it's definitely a lot easier to justify the amount of content I produce, knowing that there's going to be an audience for it, knowing that there are people who watch and who love my content, and I really want to say thank you to everyone who's ever done that. And naturally, I couldn't talk about my fans without bringing up my patrons. Anyone who's been able to support me through Patreon over the last few months since I've had it, I cannot thank you enough. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, this is absolutely wonderful to receive this kind of support. I just completely missed the tunnel that is marking, but never mind. Trying to find my way back through the nether from here is always a little bit tricky, but I think I've left myself a rough line of torches to follow. I'm thankful for torches, but yes, I really can't thank everyone enough who's been able to give me some kind of financial support. It is really sincerely helping my life right now. It's got to the point where, even though I'm applying for jobs pretty much every day, I've not really been hearing back from many of them, and so knowing that financial support is there in the form of Patreon, even though it's not going to pay absolutely all of my bills, it's just a weight off my mind a little bit, and like before, it's kind of justifying the amount of content I can create. If you guys feel like I am worth supporting, then I want to make myself worth supporting. So to everyone who's on the Patreon server or is supporting me in other ways, my heart goes out to you, and I will always be thankful for that kind of support. Where on earth am I going? I think it's down there. Some torches down that way. Let's see if we can drop down here. But support comes in many forms, so if you're not able to contribute to my Patreon campaign, don't worry. Just don't worry. It's absolutely fine for you to continue watching and liking my videos, and I want to stress that patrons, whilst they're able to play on the Patreon server with me and so forth, they're not going to getting any preferential treatment. All of the content on my channel is going to be 100% free forever. Where on earth? There we go. I knew there was a little staircase here somewhere. We can have some red clay around here, and it does kind of blend in with the netherrack quite well. It's difficult to make it look exactly the right colour when there's all this kind of other colour happening, and the ambience of the nether is very kind of red anyway, so the red stained clay almost looks a little bit orange to me. It may also just be the colour settings on my monitor, so we will see. But yeah, it's going to be mainly kind of fire colours around here, sort of red and orange and yellow, and I might even see if I can do some kind of effect where the red is spreading out from around the nether portal here, and then it kind of turns into like a sunburst kind of effect. I don't know. Yeah, I think something like that will be kind of cool. Let's see if we can pull that off. I also want to say that I'm thankful for Minecraft in the first place, because without Minecraft I would not be making these kind of videos. Like, I wouldn't have started a Let's Play channel if Minecraft didn't exist. So to everyone who's still working on the game, to everyone who's working really hard to make sure the 1.9 release is going to come out bug-free, because they announced this week that Minecraft 1.9 is not going to come out this year because they're concentrating on fixing bugs in the game and making sure everything is still going to be usable for everyone when the final release comes out. And to be perfectly honest, I think that's an incredibly worthy thing to do and is an honest thing to do. You pigman, you're not... Whoa, okay, you're... I'm apparently lagging a little bit because that guy just skipped over there. That's not normal pigman movement unless this guy is the Flash or something. But yeah, everyone who's still working to make sure that the game is going to be a little bit smoother for everybody once 1.9 comes out, hats off to you guys. You're doing an awesome job. Keep it up. I think this is going to work okay anyway. That doesn't need to go there. Do I have an orange block under here? I do. Okay, good. Yeah, that's working well. I want to thank my parents, who've been incredibly supportive of me over the last little while. I know a lot of people's parents who would probably come down on them like a ton of bricks if they lost a job and didn't find one straight away, and my parents have been giving me tons of good advice. They've been really supportive of the fact that I'm doing YouTube. Obviously, like, they're not subscribers or anything, they don't watch all the time. My mum started following me on Twitter recently, so there's that. But yeah, there's nothing I can be thankful for if not my parents, because they are tremendously supportive people and I love them both. They are fantastic and wonderful and give good advice 100% of the time, so I really couldn't ask for more. And this is what I mean about the ghast spawning in small places. Admittedly though, it is not such a bad idea when you consider that you might get a couple of free ghast tears this way, which are always a little bit difficult to come across, and are going to be used in the end crystal crafting recipe. So I'm kind of going to stockpile ghast tears where I can here and there. But yeah, I'm a little bit worried that ghasts are going to spawn in areas like that, so I will have to be extra careful when designing the hub to make sure there are enough slabs and stuff around. And I'm going to put slabs in that area where I'm building some stuff right now. I'm probably going to go with nether brick and stuff. I just need to find a decent source of nether brick, and I could smelt down some of this stuff. I could smelt down some of the netherrack if I wanted to, or I could just go and raid a fortress. I'm not sure what I'm going to do right now. I have a ton of netherrack and very little nether brick, so you can kind of see where I'm going with that. But yeah, ghast tears used in end crystal crafting recipe, so as well as potions of regeneration, of course, so it will be useful to have a decent stockpile of these. Do I even have any in here right now? I don't know if I do, because I've got sugar and gunpowder, and I've got redstone, I've got magma cream. I don't have any ghast tears. I suppose I haven't spent a huge amount of time in the nether here, but yeah, I'll put one of those in that chest down there. It's a red potion as well, so it's going in that side in the red module. And so yeah, we're gonna have to collect a few of those if we can. But I'm not interested in using my nether hub as a ghast farm. I don't think that's going to be the best strategy. Thankful to my cat, who is not making too much noise as he climbs up onto the table behind me. Bless him. That's one of the cats anyway. A few people really, really liked the cameo that Pickwick made on one of my recent videos. When I think it was this week's Decidedly Vanilla video. At the start of the video, I kind of showed a bit of webcam footage of me and Pickwick, and yeah, people were like, oh my gosh, you have a cat, he's really cute. So maybe I should start putting them in my videos more. I don't know. Occasionally they'll make cameos on streams and stuff. But yeah, this is kind of cool. I'm liking the design here. We can do something a little bit more interesting with this. I'm going to put some pillars and stuff around. I was thinking light up this netherrack and then put something above it and to the side on the portal. Is that guy spawning? Yeah, he is. So we can farm some ghasts here. Fantastic. Let's do that. Yeah, that's right. And no tears this time, from what I can see. Nope, doesn't look like it. Never mind. At least the stained clay is going to survive any ghast attacks. It's a blast-resistant material, although the last bit of fire around here did melt some of this ice, so I will have to be a little bit careful. But you see what I mean? They're terrible. They're terrible for spawning in places like this. I'm going to get rid of this dirt staircase eventually. That's just leading up to where the portal to the desert is. This leads to just nothing. It's like a dead end out there because I think it led into like a drop over lava. I spawned really, really high up here. We're at like 100 elevation, so it's going to be a little bit tricky getting around here and there, but we'll see what we can do. And this one here leads out to the water temple. So tons of different tunnels in a lot of different directions. I think we can make it work though. I think it'll be easy enough to get around the place. I do want to make it look a little bit pretty for when we're traversing the nether. And I'm not certain what to do about the roof here, but I think if we kind of make a dome over the top of the nether portal, then that will work okay. So maybe we'll start kind of there and see how we get on. I want to put some glowstone and stuff up as well, because obviously it wouldn't be the nether without glowstone, and it should be in fairly plentiful supply around here. I don't have a witch farm or anything yet, and I think I found a witch hut a while ago. That's maybe something I want to develop, but I need to look up designs and stuff for witch farms. I know how to find them. I know that they exist in various places, and there are some good designs, there are some bad designs. There are some designs that are going to be completely broken by 1.9, so I'm kind of putting off making any kind of farms until I found a decent substitute for those, but we will see where it gets us. My server mates from Decidedly Vanilla also deserve my thanks, because they are the most fantastic group of people you could ask for. When it comes to Minecraft server mates, they are absolutely brilliant. They're always there to listen to you if you've got some stuff you want to share, if you have anything you want to get off your chest. They're all great Minecrafters, they're all great YouTubers, and they're such a fantastic, supportive community. It was one of the best decisions I've made when it comes to this channel, joining that server, and it was really nice of them to invite me in the first place, and I think we just make a fantastic partnership, all of us. I do have some glowstone in here, fantastic. I will grab that real quick and we can use that to decorate the hub. But yeah, we'll always be thankful for those guys. They make it an absolute pleasure to play Minecraft online, and they're a constant source of inspiration to me. That's one of the things that I would always recommend if people are thinking about joining a multiplayer server. Get inspiration from everybody on the server whilst you're there, if you have the chance, because there are going to be some fantastic builders. There are going to be some people who are much better at redstone than you are, probably, you know, depending on what server you join, but there are always going to be people that you can learn from, and I've learned a lot from everybody on Decidedly Vanilla in terms of how to make videos, in terms of what makes interesting content, in terms of how to build and play Minecraft. There's just so much that I've learned from these guys, and yeah, they are absolutely one of the things I'm thankful for. Last but not least, definitely not least, and absolutely never least, I'm thankful for my wife, who has been the most wonderful, supportive, funny, hilariously funny human being that I've had the pleasure to spend the last, I don't even know how many years it's been, 5, 6 years, something like that. And we've been, you know, we've known each other for a little bit longer than we've been married, so it's not like we've been married 5 years yet, but we've definitely spent a lot of the time together, and she's absolutely fantastic. She's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. We're going through a bit of a tough time right now financially, and she's an absolute trooper when it comes to that stuff. She is determined as me, to get us through the other side and make sure that ultimately we turn out happy. She's supportive of my stuff in YouTube. She's just a wonderful person to be around, and I honestly can't thank her enough for sticking with me this whole time, through the good and the bad, and making sure that we're going to turn out alright. Because we are. We are going to turn out alright. That's the one thing I'm taking away from all of this. It's that we're going to turn out alright. Anyway, we have a start on the Nether Hub here. I'm going to continue working on this kind of dome style thing a little bit more. I don't want it to completely kind of close up here. I do want there to be kind of tunnels leading out here and there and a slightly larger open space around the portal, but I think it makes sense to start things off here and then have a series of kind of chambers that it leads out to. So that's going to be the plan for this. I will leave you guys there, because I have to record a decidedly Neapolitan episode today as well. That didn't get uploaded yesterday because I already had a couple of videos going up, so I'm going to go and do some modded Minecraft now. But in the comments of this video, I would love it if you guys would leave something you're thankful for. Like I said, even if Thanksgiving isn't part of your tradition, whether it's not part of your country's tradition or for whatever reason you don't celebrate it, it always pays to be thankful. So let me know in the comments what you guys are thankful for this time around. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you, the viewers, for watching this video. My name has been Pixlriffs. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.
You can do it.
Oh.
He just like, he oh, your head landed on his head.
Yes!
Nice.
I did it!
Pixel! So good.
I got all the scraps, I got the gun. I
Nice
shot him in the
played.
face.